2024 was a year of surprises 2.0s and controversies. Hot Toys stepped it up immensely by increasing its artisan line and giving us a slew of 2.0s that had us taking extended lunch breaks and throwing our phones across the room. This is the top 10 Hot Toys of 2024. Okay, so here it is. For this list, there's going to be no in-art stuff. This is strictly Hot Toys we're talking about. We're going to be talking about in-art stuff on a whole nother video. But for right now, this is just Hot Toys. We're just going to throw that out there. These are the best Hot Toys that is released this year. They had to be released this year. Okay, so with this list, we have 10 main slots, but we also have the undisputed slot, which is over number one. It's like greater than number one for all my WWE fans. Y'all know what I mean. So this is the undisputed title. So that's going to be the actual, so it's actually 11 slots, but that's just the way I do it. So we have a number one, and then we have the undisputed, which is the one that, which is the figure of them all. So we have that. So it's actually 11 slots. And we also have 2 honorable mentions. So that's how this list is going to go. So at number 10, we have the Mark 6 with the gantry. Now, let me tell you, this set is amazing. I waited all year to get this, to be honest with you, and it looks stunning. It's amazing. I know it's another Iron Man figure. I get it, and that Mark 6 is very close to the one we got. What about? I think we got it in 2018, about 5-6 years ago. But they did it great, and come on, it's the first Tony Stark head sculpt with rolling eyes, and I like it. I really thought it was great. I think it was just the figure alone is an excellent piece. Hot Toys can't do any wrong with their Iron Man figures, and I mean, the Mark 6 was always a good one, and to have another bite at the apple and to get this again as a 2.0 kinda is amazing. Now let's talk about the gantry. The gantry, come on, it is Hot Toys' best dio to date. It rivals it rivals like a Jazz Inc. diorama, to be honest with you. It's really their best diorama. And thinking back to the original, well, is it original? I mean, with these Iron Man figures, well, the older Mark 2.0 diecast Mark 6, you had that little stand that was supposed to be the gantry, and it looked like the gantry, but it was very small. But this one, they just went all out and gave you a full gantry. The LEDs and the lights are amazing. You can see it right back there, and I mean, if you can't tell from here, it has a presence. It really does. This thing, it's amazing. It's worth the money. It's well worth the purchase, and if you're an Iron Man fan, you gotta get it, and that's why it is on this list at number 10. Okay, at number 9, we have Wakanda Forever Black Panther Shuri. This figure is kind of underrated, really kind of underrated, and honestly, it is a real good figure. Now, I'll admit, really doesn't come with that much, and you got to be a Black Panther fan to actually appreciate this figure. But I'm telling you, you're getting a very accurate suit. It is completely seamless. The articulation is amazing, and come on, the Latia Wright head sculpt, fantastic. One of the best head sculpts that I've seen this year. I mean, they even have it down to the little tattoo on the side of her neck. Oh my God, it looks amazing. And the hair, the way they do black hair or African American or African hair, or amazing how they do it. Amazing. I mean, it looks so HD and so realistic. One of the best sculpts that came out this year, and I mean, it's the strongest part of the figure. It really is. But this figure was slept on quite a bit, and so I felt compelled to put it on the list because it is amazing. I am a Black Panther fan, so I just had to put it on this list because I really do think it is a real great piece. And come on, we need it, and that's why it's on this list. Okay, at number 8, we have another figure that is kind of underrated. and that is Kane from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, we already know what happened with Jonathan Majors. We're not going to go into it, but I also think that's why this figure kind of flew under the radar. But aside from all that and the controversy, this figure is amazing. It looks, I mean, come on. Anybody that has this figure knows when you put that head sculpt with the light up LED effects in it, it's amazing. Even on the sides, the eyes and everything, it's almost otherworldly. I mean, it takes on a life of itself. Now, what I did with mine, I actually did a USB hack, and I have it in my display just running, and it looks amazing. It almost kind of pisses me off that Hot Toys doesn't give USB, LED options for head sculpts like this. We have to go and do it ourselves. It's not hard to do. I will be doing a tutorial on how to do that, but it just adds so much more to that figure. And look, the Jonathan Majors head sculpt ain't nothing to sneeze at either. I don't like the hair on this one. Kind of opposite of what we just said about the Shuri head sculpt. The hair on this one looks a little plasticky and kind of soft, but the likeness to Jonathan Majors is there. But I don't even use that sculpt. I use the LED light up sculpt, giving Kane that comic accurate appearance. And I mean, it's an amazing figure. I mean, if you don't have it, run out and buy it. I know he's probably sitting around in a bunch of comic shops. He's actually in one of my comic shops right now. So a figure that you must have and must get, and it was really a strong contender for figure of the year in my opinion. But so much heat came out. So we had to put it on this list, and that's why he is at number 8. Okay, so at number 7, this is a figure that I think, honestly, this could easily be figure of the year, to be quite honest with you, because everybody had it. Everybody was posing the hell out of it. It was one of the first figures that I've seen a lot of people in the community get, like, from overseas. They weren't even going to play. People weren't even playing around. They were like, I need this right now, because the movie was so hot, and Hot Toys brought it out. And I mean, in a real surprising fashion, they brought it out as the film released, capitalizing off that hype. And that is Deadpool. That figure is amazing. It is a great figure. Now, aside from the ankle issue that I know a lot of them in the early batch had, a lot of people seem to really love this figure, and they should, because the proportions on this figure is amazing. It is the best Hot Toys Deadpool figure they have made. I mean, really, the colors just are stunning, so vibrant, the gold accents, all of it. Once again, the proportions, oh my god, the proportions are amazing. They just make this figure shine. If you don't have this figure in your collection, what are you doing? You gotta get this figure. Now, we all know, we saw what Ryan Reynolds posted a couple months ago, so we all know a 2.0 with the burnt up Wade Wilson head sculpt is coming very soon. So I get it. Some people may pass on this one to get that one, but this one releasing at the time of the movie was releasing was amazing, and great job on Hot Toys to get a great figure out in a record time for the release. I would like to see them do that more in 2025, and that's why Deadpool is at number 7 on this list. Okay, so this is a figure that I don't have as of yet recording this video, but I should have it in a couple of days, and that is the Flash Batman modern suit. This is a figure I've been waiting for all year, and it is amazing. It looks great. This thing is just a great looking piece right here. I mean, the head sculpt, amazing. It looks just like Old Man Keaton. That's what I like to call it affectionately. It looks just like Old Man Keaton. I mean, the wrinkles are there. Only problem I have with it is, and I said this before, the hair sculpt does seem a little soft, but outside of it, it's amazing. I love the suit. I love Batman 89. Come on. So, a great figure to have. I can't wait to get it in hand and do a review for you guys, which should be here in a couple of days of recording this video. But another great figure, a must-have in my collection, and a figure that I'm glad they were able to like drop right before the year end. I had to throw it on this list because that was one that I was waiting for for a very long time. So yeah, I think what's that, number 6? Yes. So Batman modern suit at number 6. Damn good figure. So here we are at the top 5. Well, actually kind of 6, because like I said, we do have the undisputed figure. So we'll look at it. So it's actually, but still the main top 5 is where we're at this point. But I do want to give an honorable mention real quick. So for my first honorable mention, I want to give it to General Kenobi. Now this figure looks fantastic. A great figure to have in your collection. Yes, we finally got some Star Wars. Trust me, Star Wars is coming, guys. Amazing piece. The head sculpt, fantastic. Just all the little bits and armor that goes on him, and just the way the figure comes together. Once again, the proportions. I'm all about good cut and sew, good head sculpt, and great proportions. If you have those 3 things, you have a great figure. And this figure has it all. It definitely does. A great addition to your collection, especially if you're a Clone Wars guy. Like for a minute, I wasn't doing Clone Wars, but I've been slowly pulled back in to buying Clone Wars stuff. And this is a good piece to have, a great piece to have. And if you pair this up with your Mace Windu, come on, you got an excellent shelf right there. So yes, General Kenobi is an honorable mention. Okay, so here we are at number 5. Spider-Man New Red and Blue. What we affectionately call it, the Final Swing suit. Let me tell you, this figure, man, come on. You gotta have this figure right here. Is the epitome of all Spider-Man figures. They took everything that they learned from doing Spider-Man figures, from articulation to flexibility of the outfits, and they put everything into this piece. The head sculpt, once again, an amazing piece. This head sculpt is Tom Holland. That is Tom Holland. The hair on the head sculpt, amazing. I always said, I said it before, I say it again. Hot Toys and their sculpted hair is so damn good. They don't even really need to do rooted in most cases, because the hair sculpts are so good. And this figure has it. And the likeness to Tom Holland, uncanny completely. The rest of the suit, amazing. Yes, we all know how it is with Spider-Man suits. We know we don't like to pose them too much because we don't like creasing and messing them up. I'm here to tell you, I've had this figure in a dynamic pose for a minute, put it right back to normal, and put it back into like a museum pose, and the wrinkles came out of it. That's how good they are getting with the fabrics. Now, if you do pose the shit out of it, you will see some creasing. That's just what it is. But for the most part, they are getting better with that creasing. And this one just looks like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? With all the Tom Holland suits that we've seen, they really nailed this one in. The colors are vibrant. The diorama base is also pretty good. I don't like the little thing that sticks out in the back but I understand why they had to do it, to get that pole that they have him on, the dynamic pole, which still digs into the suit. Had to take some points off of that. But outside of that, the diorama and the figure itself is amazing. That's why Spider-Man Red and Blue is on this list at number 5. Okay, so at number 4, we have Attack of the Clones, Anakin Skywalker. Now look, this is another figure that I was really waiting on getting, and when it came out, I was very excited to get it. I think it looks fantastic. I know some people, when they first saw it, was kind of thrown off. They thought it was a dip in quality. When we saw a lot of the first people that reviewed it, but once we got it in hand of a real good reviewer, shout out to Reagan MRC, when he reviewed it, and a couple of others, 1/6 Lover, the figure looked fantastic. We saw it under the right lighting. The figure looked great. The head sculpt looked great. I like it a lot. I think it's a great figure, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. And it really kind of capped off the Attack of the Clones collection for me. I know earlier in the year we got Padme, so putting this one together with Padme just makes an awesome set. To have the lovers come together, come on, man, amazing. Great figures, and glad to have that one in my collection. And that's why it's on this list at number 4. Okay, so here we are at the top three. Top three. And at number 3, here's a figure that's not even really a Hot Toys figure. It is Hano Studios Wolverine exclusive brown suit edition. Let me tell you, one of my favorite figures of the year. That one was this close to being figure of the year, to be honest with you. And look, it's based off like comic books, and that's what makes it so damn good. A big chunky Wolverine with the big extended over exaggerated claws. Oh my god, it looks fantastic. The arms, come on, you get realistic arms. The arms are amazing. They pose very well. They're silicone based and they just look great. I'm loving how they're using this medical grade silicone, and they did an excellent job with this figure. And the best part of this figure is it was cheap. A $160 figure. Come on. Where have we seen that? It was the cheapest NRD I ever had. $16? Come on. When does that happen? And a figure this good that uses medical grade quality silicone? Come on. Amazing. Great. And it gives you that realistic, not realistic, but a comic accurate adaptation of Wolverine. Come on, to have in your collection, and look, it looks good. And when you put him with Deadpool, come on, it looks good. Or have him fighting the Hulk or something like that. Come on, man. This is just an amazing piece. And notice, I said the brown suit. And look, I know people were pissed off, and they had every right to be, to put that behind an exclusive wall and to get in the queue. But it was one of those figures that I was happy to get, and I jumped for joy when I won it in the queue and got it from Sideshow. It was amazing. It's an amazing piece. I can't say enough good things about it. It fits right into my collection and I love it. And that's why it's at number 3 on this list. Okay, guys, so before we go to number 2, I got to do another honorable mention. And that is General Thrawn from the Ahsoka line. Honorable mention. It was hard not to put this on this list, but this damn thing looks fantastic. I love the white suit and how it clashes with the bright blue skin along with the piercing red eyes. It just has shelf presence, and all you got to do is just stand them there. So much damn shelf presence, and it just looks, the likeness is so uncanny to the actor whose name escapes me at this point, but it looks just like him. I love the eyes, the details, amazing. I mean, another blue skin figure, and yes, I will say this is up there with Yondu. It actually probably even surpasses the Yondu head sculpt. It really does. That figure is amazing, a stunning figure, and it was hard not to get it on this list, guys. That's why it's an honorable mention. And I know some people are probably yelling at the tube right now, like, what the hell are you doing, Jay? How you make that a damn honorable mention? What the hell is wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? Why is that an honorable mention? That should be there. Hey, it's an honorable mention. So many things on this list, and it's only 10 slots. What are you going to do? What can I do? So that's why it is an honorable mention on this list. Okay, guys, so at number 2, this is a figure we've been talking about all year. When I got it in my hand this summer, pulled it out the package, I was like, damn, this is some uncanny valley shit right here, because this looks like a real person in green makeup. And if you know what I'm talking about when I say green, you already know what it is. She-Hulk, a show that I kind of hated, but the damn figure is so good. I'm sorry. This was damn near figure of the year. I was about to give it figure of the year, seriously, because it's that damn good. The medical grade silicone on this figure is amazing. When you look at her legs, they look like a runner's legs. Let me tell you something. Hot Toys went in on their R&D on this figure. They didn't phone it in at all. They could have bullshitted us. They really could have, but they went that extra mile and gave us something truly superior, something amazing. I mean, phenomenal. This is just a phenomenal piece. If you don't have this figure, you must get it. It is that damn good. I know I am enabling you super strongly, but it's that damn good. It's amazing. It is an amazing figure. I'm not going to use the G word, but it is a damn good piece. The only thing that pulls it back is those damn wrist pegs. That's the thing, how the hands fit in with it, and that's the only thing. I just wish they went ahead, took that extra step, and gave us her comic look with the fingerless gloves. That way they could have went over the hands and the whole thing would have looked seamless. But they didn't do that for, you know, many reasons I can imagine. But the figure outside of that is amazing. And when you get her posed up just right, flexing her muscles and flexing those legs, I'm looking to the sides, I'm looking at her right now. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. The head sculpt, my God, amazing. Like I said, uncanny valley. It looks like a person wearing green makeup. It's ridiculous how good it is. Even the hair sculpt looks good. Now, I would wish, you know, I'm part of the rooted revolution, so I would love to see this figure rooted. But even without it rooted, the hair sculpt looks so good. The body looks good. The figure is just fantastic. That's why it's at number 2 on this list. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're at number 1. But we're not done after number 1. After number 1, you got the undisputed figure of the year. I know I'm kind of cheating, but this is the best way I can do it, guys. I'm sorry. But I know y'all waiting. What's number 1? What is it going to be? I'm kind of cheating again because number 1 is Darth Vader's. And yes, plural, Darth Vader's. Kenobi Vader. That one, definitely number 1 this year. A great figure. Kind of kicked off the whole year in a way. Came very early. In I think it was July or February we got that one. Yeah, because I got it for my birthday. Kenobi Vader, a great figure. A Vader like we've never seen before. The figure totally delivers. The cracked up mask showing Anakin's face in there. Amazing. Just looks good. Now I know that figure has kind of forgot about, frankly, because we're getting a Mythos Vader that's even more naked. Go figure. But that one's great. But I also gotta give number 1 to the other Darth Vader, the 40th anniversary Darth Vader, the Sebastian Shaw Darth Vader, the Darth Vader. If you grew up when I grew up, this is the Darth Vader to have. And I'm telling you, a couple years ago, we got a quarter scale version of that Darth Vader, and this figure kind of beats that one. It really kind of does. I know some people are gonna probably disagree with me, but it really kind of does beat that one, because the Sebastian Skull head sculpt fits in the bottom of the mask much better, more screen accurate. And you get a light up LED helmet, which is actually very fun to pose. This is a very fun to pose figure. You can have him with the Sebastian Skull head sculpt. You can have him as a regular Darth Vader. You can have him as defeated Darth Vader. You can have him with the lighting effect helmet, given Palpatine the last ride, throwing him off of the bridge. And I mean, you even get a diorama to go with it. Come on, you even get a damn diorama. This figure is amazing. And honestly, I kind of put it over the Kenobi Vader, but I felt that they both have to be at the number 1 slot because they're both that damn good. But if I had to pick which one, it would probably be the 40th anniversary figure at number 1. But I'm cheating, so I'm going to put them both at the number 1 spot. So at number 1, you have both of the Darth Vaders. I know, guys. I know you're like, come on, how you going to do that, Jay? That makes no sense. You're going to put both of those Darth Vaders at number 1? I'm sorry, people. I couldn't decide. So yes, both of those Vaders, the Kenobi Vader and the 40th anniversary Darth Vader, are at number 1. Okay, guys, but that's not it. There's more. There is more. Yes, we had the number 1 spot, but we also got the undisputed figure of the year. This is the creme de la creme, the best 1/6 scale Hot Toys figure for 2024. And that is Artisan Joker. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you out there like, come on, Jay. You full of it. You full of shit, Jay. Come on. How is that the undisputed figure of the year? Kind of is. It really is, guys, because I mean, you look at that head sculpt, it looks amazing. You look at the hair, it looks amazing. You look at the body, the proportions, it's Hot Toys at their best. This is Hot Toys at the top of their game, the top of the food chain, challenging and battling InArt for that title. And I'm sorry, they delivered. They really did. And some would say that this Artisan Joker kind of surpasses the InArt purple coat Joker that we got 2 years ago. And I would probably say I kind of agree. Now, I don't have it in hand yet. I do not have it in hand yet, and I can't say that. But from what I've seen, it's a damn good one, guys. That sculpt's amazing. It really is. It is damn amazing. And like I said, this is Hot Toys at their peak with this right now. Even utilizing the technology with the peg system to have him pegged into that base that lights up with LEDs. Come on, man. This is just a great figure. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Come on, Sideshow. Give it to me now. What the hell? I'm not buying it from Tim Cent. I'm not paying $800 for it. No, that's just financially irresponsible. But yes, the best of Hot Toys that came out in 2024. Undisputed Artisan Joker. Okay, guys. So that's been it. That is my list for 2024. Do you agree with it? Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications, and all that good stuff. Please comment. Let me know. I know some of y'all are going to be pissed off, but hey, it is what it is. It's my list. That's how I feel about it, and that's what I'm sticking to. But anyway, guys, you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Deuces.